Welcome back to Make It Make Sense with Bottles and Beers. I am your host, Bottles. Today we're going to be talking about 6 dark and sensual fragrances that's perfect for the nightlife. If you want to know more about that, stay tuned. Let's get to it. Pow! All right, kicking things off, we're going to go with a Middle Eastern from the house of Rihanna. Not the singer, it's Rihanna. Musky Oud. With this fragrance, you get a dark, leathery accord with this. If you do not like leather, this is one you probably want to stay away from. I actually picked this up online, Amazon, I believe, between the $30-$40 range. So for the price, guys, you can't beat it. It's great quality. I'm not going to even say great quality for the price. It's just great quality. It's just that simple. I love the design of the bottle. As you can see, it has the satchel with it. But as far as projection and performance, this is top tier. This is one that you do want to go light on the sprays with because it wears quite heavy. That's the reason I put this in this category. It is a dark, sensual scent. The oud in this is very prominent. The leather, very prominent. It is a musky accord to it. I do get some vanilla to kind of smooth things out. Give it a slight sweetness, but not like a candy, sugary sweetness. But there is a tad bit sweetness from the vanilla. Do get some saffron in this one. This is a gorgeous scent, guys. Trust me. This is one, when you wear this, people wouldn't expect $30-$40. You know, this one does tend to have a higher price range, but definitely check it out. I think you guys will like this one from the house of Rihanna, not the singer. Yeah, Musky Oud. All right, next up, we're going to my newest pickup to my collection from the house of Perfume Aroma. We have Amber Aria. Guys, I blind bought this one, and let me tell you, I am so glad I did. This is an amber lover's dream by far. Yeah! This one, you get some myrrh, some incense, you get vanilla. Now, this one is like a charred amber fragrance. When I say charred, I don't want to say burnt, but it's like right on that cusp of being fresh, but just a tad bit charred. Very spicy. I do pick up some black pepper, some red pepper. Now that's not listed in the notes, but to my nose, that's what I tend to get from this fragrance. This one, guys, the projection on this is crazy. The longevity. When I only wore this. I actually wore this twice. Let me take that back. I wore this twice so far, and it actually lasts me all day. This is the only one that I have from the house. But I have been told that most of their fragrances do tend to last all day. But again, guys, it's a dark, not too heavily sweet. It's not a candy sweet. It is a tad bit syrupy, and it's very oily. So I wouldn't spray this on clothes. This is definitely straight to skin for me. Of course, do what you want, but for me, I would not spray this on clothes. But again, this is an amber lover's dream. That vanilla, that myrrh, it's top notch. Grade A perfumery. Perfect for a night out on the town. If you get a chance, I think you guys will like it. From the house of Perfume Aroma, we have Amber Aria. All right, next up, we're going to go to the house of Parfums de Marly. We have Dophin. Now with this fragrance, guys, this one's not necessarily a dark, sensual fragrance, but it is perfect for the nightlife. Excuse me, for the nightlife. This is a leather-based fragrance, and leather to me tends to wear kind of heavy. It do have a dark kind of feel to my nose, but with that being said, this one actually wears fresh and spicy to me. It's like a fresh, spicy, powdery leather. But again, the leather alone just makes it a darker, heavy style of a fragrance to me. So that's why I put it in this category. Normally, it probably wouldn't be in the category like this, but to me, I wanted to put it here. This is a great fragrance, and it's actually fruity. This is a fruity leather-based fragrance. I can't think of the name off top. I'm sure you guys know which one I'm talking about. If you do, drop it in the comment. But it resembles a leather fragrance from Tom Ford. Not necessarily ombre leather, because I do have that fragrance, but it's another one that a lot of people compare this to, which I would like to try out, but do I see me getting a bottle of it? I doubt it. This alone, fresh, fruity, heavy leather-based fragrance. Right up my alley. Good for a night out on the town. I think it wears perfectly. If you get a chance to get your nose on this one, check this out from Parfums de Marly. We have Go Dophin. All right, next up, this one really don't need no introduction. This is legendary on its own from the house of Dior. We have Dior Homme Parfum. So this one, again, legendary status. There's been talks about this forever in the community, outside the community. At one point in time, it was hard to get your nose on this. Now it's more readily available. So I'm glad I did get my nose on it. I did blind buy it, and I'm perfectly fine with that. So with this one, I don't have to go too much into detail for most people. This is a leather, iris, oud, musky fragrance. It's just that simple. Iris, leather, oud, and rose. I have to say rose in this one. Definitely. You do get some sandalwood, I believe some cedar wood. Guys, this is just grade A right here. A night out on the town, this definitely will attract attention. I don't think I ever wore this without getting a compliment, which actually that's not something I look for. And actually, I don't get too many compliments when I'm around people that's around me all the time, just for the simple fact they know I'm going to be wearing some kind of fragrance. So it's kind of normal for me to smell good, not to toot my own horn, but I mean, it's just the truth. But again, this one, if you've never tried any of the Dior Homme fragrances, definitely get your nose on them. I pretty much like all of them, the ones that I've smelled, and I smelled every one except for the Intense, which I heard is kind of similar to this, so I'm not really looking to do that. But again, leather, oud, designer style of a oud. Some people consider this the greatest designer fragrance ever. I don't know if I'll go too far to say that, but it's definitely, as far as designers, it's definitely in my top 5 for sure. But get your nose on this one, man. A night out on the town, dark, sensual scent. This is the pinnacle of that statement, and you will make a statement. Your own Parfum. Trust me, you have to get your nose on this. Almost a 10 out of 10. Almost. Maybe it is to you. I'm gonna say almost for now. Next one. All right, next up from the house of Tom Ford, we have another legendary fragrance, Tobacco Oud. So this one, when you speak on dark, sensual scents, man, again, another pinnacle of that statement. With this one, even though I say dark and sensual, this one has a ruggedness to it. It has a ruggedness to the point where I'm gonna say, be careful on sprays of it because it's quite potent. The tobacco in this, even though it's done magnificently, is very harsh. It's harsh, but it's blended very well. The oud mixture, I do believe there's some vanilla in this just because of how creamy feel that it has to it. Creamy and ashy, like very smoky to my nose. Jesus Christ. This is a perfect bar setting style of a fragrance. When I say bar, I mean gentleman's club, a tobacco club, a tobacco smoke shop. This is the one to wear. This one definitely an attention grabber. Again, when I put this one on, it's gonna last all day. The projection is perfect. Now, when we're talking 10 out of 10s, you know what? I can honestly say that this is a 10 out of 10 to me. It's not for everyone. I don't expect this isn't a mass appealing fragrance, but most grown men, in my book, can learn to appreciate this one. From the house of Tom Ford. If you never got your nose on this, do yourself a favor and do it. Tobacco Oud. All right, last up we have from the house of Van Cleef & Arpels, we have Orchid Leather. Jesus Christ. Look, plum, vanilla, leather, incense. This is definitely the perfect category for this. Dark, sensual, smoky, vibrant, and very smooth. It has a whiskey accord to me. I don't even think that that's listed in this, but I get some kind of whiskey accord in the background of this. But that smokiness mixed with that plum and that leather, look, you can't lose with this. I can honestly say, even though this is a fragrance that it don't seem like this will be for everybody, I'm gonna go far enough to say I feel this is for everybody. I couldn't picture anyone smelling this and being offended by it. I haven't ran across anyone that disliked this one. I always get asked what it is I'm wearing. Whether they like it or not, just their expression alone lets me know that when they ask that question, it's because they like it. Most people never heard of it, so you're gonna stand out dramatically. I don't have anything in my collection that smell like this. This is a perfect date night, bar setting. I'm not gonna lie, I will wear this to work also, just because. I mean, I kind of wear what I want, but you can't go wrong with this one, guys. Definitely want to get your nose on it. Can't go wrong with this one, guys. And it's not too expensive. That's always a plus. So again, from the house of Van Cleef & Arpels, we have Orchid Leather. All right, that's gonna wrap things up, guys. If you appreciated this video, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe. That'll help the channel grow. I appreciate all of you all for staying tuned, for consistently watching my videos. And if you was here to the end, I definitely appreciate you. Salute. And we'll be back with more videos. Pow.